Welcome back to Yang Daily. We're going to have a quick one tonight after our earlier bender to try and get back on a reasonable schedule. Thankfully, the news today has been merciful, but we do have one big item. Let's get to it. All right, I don't want to get your hopes up because it could all come to nothing, so we need to stay calm about it, but this is huge. Republican Congressman Tim Ryan tweeted that he wants to invite Andrew to the Hill to educate them on permanent UBI when hearings are next allowed. To be precise, he said, quote, "As soon as the House continues holding hearings, I'd like to invite Andrew Yang to the Hill to testify about the benefits of a permanent UBI. We must bring our greatest minds together to offer solutions to ensure everyone feels more financially secure before disaster strikes." End quote. I am freaking out. I know this is just one member of Congress, and it'll be a really hard sell, but you all know what it's like when you put Andrew in a room full of people and hand him the mic. They come out yang gang. The hardest part is going to be the line on welfare. Republicans will want to replace some welfare programs, and Dems will most likely be against that. It's going to be a delicate balancing act. I mean, the data is pretty clear that replacement is the best idea, but when has reality ever gotten in the way of politics? It's practically a religion. There's also a valid argument for when replacement should begin and to what degree. Do you try a small UBI with no replacement first? Start by replacing a few programs? Or go whole hog right off the bat? I think the latter is what Nixon went for, and that seems doomed to failure for the same reason as Bernie's M4A. It's just reckless to throw out the entire existing system all at once and trust a brand new system will flawlessly replace it. That's why I'd go with one of the first two options. The first is what Dems will probably want. The second is the middle ground that might appeal to both sides, which I'm sure is why Yang picked it for his own UBI plan. And then, of course, there's going to be the payment plan, which will be a whole nother issue. I will say this. I hope he brings more trial data into the argument than he has thus far. When you look into the results of cash transfer trials around the world, it's absolutely incredible. It proves countless positive effects on people, on the economy, on social health, on everything. And all the things people are afraid of are proven non-existent. People usually work more with a basic income, not less, because the capital allows them to pursue self-employment, doing the work they've always wanted to do but couldn't get started, and they have a safety net in case it fails. Due to all the new competition, inflation tends to go down, not up, and it increases GDP by around $2.50 for every dollar put into UBI. It's truly a miracle policy, and we've got so much data that it's as close to proven as it can be without implementing it fully. They've even got a sort of UBI going in Canada already. And it's been going in Alaska for decades. It works great. It's time. I hope we can also get Scott Santens and maybe Greg Mankiw to address Congress on UBI. On to the bad news. It looks like we may have another name to add to the anti-UBI list. Politico reporter Jake Sherman tweeted today that Lindsey Graham, quote, told his Republican colleagues that he is trying to convince Trump to oppose direct payments in the Phase 3 bill, end quote. I'd like to get more context, but frankly, I don't doubt it with Graham. The Yang Gang is coming down hard and fast on him. Humanity for Yang is trending hashtag people versus Graham in response. I'm leaving the Twitter account of the Democratic opponent for Graham's seat, Harris Jamie, in the links, and I encourage everyone to give him a follow, in addition to messaging, calling, and writing Graham directly to give him an indication of the consequence for his action. And that'll do it for today's Yang Daily. Told you it was quick. Follow Tim Ryan on social media and let him know how important his support of permanent UBI is. Ask your congressperson to bring in Scott Santens and Greg Mankiw as well. Volunteer or donate on the Humanity Forward Relief site. Contact HF or United Way if you need help. Sign the UBI stimulus petition. Help trend people versus Graham. Follow Graham's opposition on Twitter. Message Trump, Pelosi, McConnell, Graham, and Schumer why true UBI stimulus is the best solution. Use ResistBot or Income Movement to easily contact your representatives. And don't forget to Yang Daily.